Alrighty. Many young men are very scared of young women. It makes sense. Trouble is, it's it's just part of our. Well, a lot of women don't realise it, but men, and if you're a woman, you might want to know this. Men can't really switch off looking at your chest jellies. I'm just saying. It is disgusting. Mentally, it's almost like you're hardwired to look at a hot chick. You just cannot turn it off. Now, I can fight against it. I can turn it off at times. It's not the way we're wired, though. A lot of guys they can't help it. And all guys, in fact, can't help it. They've got to fight it. This goes right through to older men and everything. But part of the problem with this whole marketing perception, this whole series of posers, a girl will always put on an air that she's better than you when a good-looking guy's around, or when a guy's around, or particularly a guy who's a potential mate, but just men in general. Your friend, as a man, your friend, she might consider as a potential mate, so she's not going to pull anything funny in front of you that she will do in front of her friends. Like, get all upset that her life's not going anywhere. It's, if you've ever worked with women, especially if you're in a female-dominated workplace, it means nothing. Not it means nothing, but it's nothing out of the ordinary for them to go and cry for half an hour in the toilet. This is the way they go. But because your brain as a man is hardwired to see them as sexually attractive, somehow between you seeing them as sexually attractive and them putting on an air of, I don't need you, I'm better than you, then all of a sudden you start to see them in some godlike form in which they really aren't. And if you actually knew enough about women, you'd realise that like statistically, they literally have double the amount of depression that men do. They always panic and nervous and worried that someone's going to find out they're nowhere near as good as they portray themselves. It's like this whole... No wonder guys think they're manipulative, because they like to have everyone perceive them as being something better than they really feel that they are when they're amongst, when they're talking to their mother, their best friend. Their self-perception is actually far lower, and it's almost like when a potential boyfriend comes around the corner, it's like, whoa! They're going to suddenly be Little Miss Beautiful, Little Miss... Whoa! It's like they friggin' stand up so straight they almost give themselves whiplash, because they can't be seen to be the low self-esteem, sort of a self-conscious, nervous wreck that some of them literally are in front of any potential boyfriend. So it's sort of... They're good at putting on the act. And you've got to realise that women are emotional creatures and for the most part social creatures as well. So which means that they are very good at portraying like a marketed image of Coca-Cola, like I said before, a great ideal of themselves as being Little Miss Beautiful. And like when they're out of sight, and particularly when they're home alone, all the insecurities come out, all the, maybe I'm not pretty enough, and some of these come out right in front of their friends, that It's all just a nice, calm, confident bullshit thing they put on when potential boyfriends are around. The reality is, when we think man logic, let's think man logic for a while here. Let's sit down and nut it all out. What have they got? Most of them have only got their sexual attraction, their prettiness, their curves, their beautiful face, blah, 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 and that's it. Let's be quite honest. A lot of these girls who were moved out of home right up into their, some fucking even into their 40s, when they reach 40 years old, they're still leeching money off their parents for any big purchases. They purchased a car, they didn't buy it, fucking mum bought it for them. I know one 30 years old, and I don't think to this day she's ever paid $1 for a car she's owned, although she's 30. The last one was crashed under a story that really doesn't fucking add up. Not if you know about how panels in vehicles deform during a crash. The story just doesn't fucking make sense. Mum went and bought another car that she couldn't afford to buy just because the 30-year-old daughter crashed hers and blamed Mr. Invisible for all intents and purposes. Anyway, getting back to the point, a lot of them have low-paid jobs, and you'll notice that it's actually a lot that involve children. So many of their jobs will be something that involves them spending a lot of time with children. And that's good because they're good with children. But you know really what this is all really about. It's their maternal instinct. They don't have their own babies. They offset not having their own babies by spending a lot of time around other people's kids, so they get a job involving children, which so many girls do that the amount of girls who want to work with children versus the amount of available jobs means the value of it is fuck all dollars per hour. Yeah. Because there's more people that want a job involving children than actually there are actual jobs. And so then they've got to rely on their parents for money. And all of this is just fucking smoke and mirrors. Why are you scared of a young woman? She got no money. She's relying on her fucking parents. She's got a great face and a great set of boobs. That's about it. She got no mechanical ability. She's got no money in her pocket, like I've just said. She ain't got much at all going for her. Well, if you play the right thing, you could maybe, maybe, I'll string you out, fuck you around, friend zone, maybe one day, if you're very lucky, and I've ran out of other options, you can be my boyfriend, but for now you're friend zoned. Talk about fucking smoke and mirrors. It's like some bastard who's on fucking welfare with fucking nothing to their name pretend to be a millionaire. I knew a gay guy, almost everybody except he's in a family, thought he was literally a millionaire. The fucker was on welfare. I shit you not. Women pull the same shit. Women don't have anything. If you've got a job and you make reasonable money to good money, you look at the end of the week and you go, that's pretty good. Trust me, they're getting fuck all. Most of them work with kids on a fuck all rate, or fast food making fuck all, cafes, clothes shops. Why are you holding them up on a pedestal? Because the end of your PP is tingling? Let's get real here. They've got nothing to offer. Except that face and them perky little boobs. And that's just the way it is. But your mind is like almost fucking completely fucking slam drunk on fucking them as a perfect creature that you just feed into this bullshit they're portraying. And it's bullshit. They can't even afford their own $4,000 shit heap car. You know that van, I got that old Hyundai van? $4,000. You know, it's about 3,000 American dollars. On the road, number plates, fucking new tyres, new spark plug, blah, 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 blah. This 30-year-old will know you. They couldn't even afford that fucking crappy old Hyundai van. Plenty of money for a new phone every 6 months. They haven't saved a fucking thing. What do they got? Well, I can do that. They got nothing. It's hype and marketing puff. Get over these young women. They're not as good as they think they are. It's all just fucking fluff. It's all smoke and mirrors. It's all posers. It's all bullshit. You know? Don't buy into this shit. And when you wake the fuck up to this, you're not scared of him anymore. Because he's got nothing to offer. But fucking fancy photos of themselves on Instagram. Who gives a fuck?